What's up, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I always appreciate you guys. And last video got I think there's like 450 views, which is by far the most views I've had on a video. That was the center midfield video, and it'll be right here. But guys, I really appreciate it. I got over 30 comments, guys. I love your comments. They help me, they motivate me, they inspire me to keep going and to keep doing videos like this for you guys. Today, we're going to be talking about outside backs, okay? And I'm going to be using Jordi Alba as my example for today. I want you guys to keep in mind three things. So number one is spacing. Number two is timing. And number three is remember your strengths, right? So all these go back to one another. If you are watching this video, write these down. Spacing, timing, strengths, okay? So your spacing is actually going to depend on your timing, and your timing is going to depend on your strengths. And I'm going to explain all those right now in the video. However, I just want you guys to think about this. If you show to the ball, you most likely want it to your feet, right? And if you want it to your feet, you're most likely going to be a good player with your feet, whether you're a good passer, whether you're a good dribbler, whether you're a good player when it comes to your feet, right? If you're running in behind, you're probably a player like Cristiano Ronaldo who likes to get in behind, right? Same goes for outside backs. As outside back, your starting position is so important. Are you a player who likes to hit it down the line? Are you a player who likes to play it in the midfield? Are you a player who is fast in behind and likes to do 1-2s? Or are you a player who likes to connect and maybe go around the other way? There are certain types of outside backs, and you got to know which ones you are, right? So you got to know your strengths. So that all goes back to the ones on top of the one before that. So strengths is going to depend. Your strengths are a dependent of your timing, right? So your timing is dependent on your spacing, right? So we're going to watch Jordi Alba right here, and I'll explain all that right now. You guys don't have to necessarily try to understand what I'm talking about, Yoda style. But look, you see Jordi Alba out there on the left. I want you guys to notice right from the beginning, look at the spacing between him and the outside mid, okay? That's first and foremost. You got to notice that. Second thing is notice that there's an outside mid out there, right? So you see the spacing, right? They're very close together. They, however, are not very close together. This is because Jordi Alba actually took 2 steps back, okay? And I want you guys to notice these kind of things. You guys have to be students. You can't be fans anymore. You can't watch these games and be fans if you want to make it to the next level. If you don't want to make it to the next level, that's fine. Wear your Spain shirt, go crazy, paint your face, whatever you want to do. But right now, this is for students, guys. Serious players only. I'm gonna play the video real quick, and we're gonna get into we're gonna discuss it. Watch this real quick. Watch this movement from Jordi Alba. Okay, so just pay attention to this movement. As outside backs, your movement is key. Your movement is very simple, however. Your movement is very simple, but it is key. You have to be able to do it. So look out. You see Jordi Alba out there. Okay, he doesn't get the ball. What is he doing? He's walking forward, right? He's walking forward. He's walking forward. Watch now. Sergio Ramos comes back. He's walking forward. But then what happens, as soon as the ball starts coming over here, now he has to create this triangle, right? And I'm not, again, if you know me, I'm not huge on we got to create the triangle. You just got to understand, and you got to be aware of what the triangle means, right? It's not about creating a triangle. It's about creating help. It's about creating support for the player on the ball, obviously, right? So if you're in a straight line like this, if you're in a straight line like these two, it's very difficult to receive the ball. However, if someone pops out wide like Jordi Alba right now you have that extra. If the defender, and notice what a triangle does. If the defender goes out here, then this pass is open. If the defender stays, now this pass is open. That's the beauty of a triangle. That's why triangles are so important. It causes the defender to make a decision, right? We want defenders to make a decision because if they make a decision, we'll just do the opposite, right? But if you make a decision for the defender, now it's on your shoulders to make the decision, and we don't want that. We don't want to make the decision. We want the defender to make a decision, and then we do the opposite, right? So let me explain that real quick. Watch this. Ball comes out wide now to Jordi Alba. Now you see how he has space away from the defender, right? So space there. Someone has to make a decision, right? Someone has to make a decision, or Jordi Alba is going to be able to pass, right? So is it this defender stepping there or this defender stepping here, right? If he steps here, now what happens? Now we can play here. If he steps, okay, now we can play here, or we can play here and out here, right? You have to make the defender make a decision. Write that down. Guys, again, I'm not here to talk about theory. I'm not here to talk about all these different things that I don't use myself, right? If you want to go check out my other video on analyzing yourself, where I analyze myself and I show you how to analyze yourself in a game, right? These are not things that I just talk about and I just, scribble on a whiteboard and talk about theory and talk about formations and all this stuff. No, I'm talking about real things that you guys can do in every game, every training session, every individual session. Guys, look how he's not next to that defender. He's not next to this defender. He's in between. It's that half space, that in between, right? I did that video on Messi. Messi does this very, very well. As a 10, you have to be able to do this as an outside back. So watch this. Ball comes out wide. Jordi Alba's easy. He can play easily. Now what does he do? Now he's that outlet, okay? So just like a center defensive mid does, notice this. Just as a center defensive mid, you see right now, you see Iniesta being a center mid, right? Ball comes in the Iniesta. He's that pivot. You've heard this word before, the pivot, right? So the ball comes into him and he can go either direction, right? He's a pivot. Jordi Alba does the exact same thing as an outside back. Can you be a pivot as an outside back? Absolutely. You can definitely switch the field. You can create overload on one side of the field by playing it back and forth with your outside mid. Everyone comes over, and now you go the opposite way. That's exactly what Jordi Alba does here beautifully, right? So ball comes in here. Look where everyone goes. Look, Pepe, center back all the way in there, outside back in there, outside mid in here, forward up here, center attacking mid here. Ronaldo's almost on that side, outside mid over here, Carvalho over there. Look at all the players over here. Not the time to go, in this space, not the time. They're overloading. So what does he do? He comes in here, it comes back, and we go the other way. Right? You guys have to know, you guys have to watch these things. That's why I'm huge on not playing on instinct. Play on knowledge, play on understanding, play on perspective. Think. Don't try to play based on, this is what I've always done, or I just like to feel the game and I like to play, no. Messi feels the game about 5% of the time, maximum. Right? 5% of the time, that's when Messi gets the ball and he starts dribbling. Ronaldo plays on instinct way less now because he doesn't dribble as much. He's very, very thoughtful about his movement, very, very thoughtful about, what direction his touch is in. You have to do that now. If you're relying on instinct 20, 30, 40% of the time, you're not going to be as effective. You're not going to be as good. Like if the greatest players in the world are going on instinct 5% of the time, don't you think you should be going 5-10% of the time on instinct when you receive the ball? Yes. Okay. Now you can dribble past people based on what you see. Before that, you have to be moved. You have to find space. You have to know where your teammates are. You have to know where the defenders are. You have to know where to run. You have to know where to run the second, third, fourth movements. You have to know all these things, guys. Right? So that's why I'm teaching you guys this. That's why I'm putting these YouTube videos out weekly, because you have to know, you have to have perspective. You have to have understanding. You need to know where the space is. Because look, the space is not over here. Look, the space is not on the side. Space is not on the side of the field. The space is over here. You see Nacho over here wide open? That's where the space is. Right? So watch. He comes in, beautiful. He plays it in there to bring them over even further. Again, this is Spain we're talking about. Very, very high class, touches, skills, understanding of the game. So he passes it in here. But his intention is to come out, because watch. He plays it in here, and watch. He takes 2 steps back. Ball comes back, and now we're going this way over to Nacho. Watch this. Ball comes in. Play it out, and now we're going the other way. Beautiful. It's simple. It's simple, and I know you guys see this all the time in the game, but I want you guys to understand and know why this happens. I want you guys to understand and know why this happens, especially you outside backs. Your spacing has to be good. Your timing of when to get in that space has to be good. And you have to go based on your strengths. If you're not an attacking outside back, don't force it. Come up with the play. You don't have to go in front of the play. Come with the play. Come up with the play. Right? I will do another video for outside backs. I appreciate you guys getting on to the YouTube channel again. You guys have been unbelievable in the last couple of months. I appreciate it. Make sure you continue to like, make sure you're subscribed at least. Subscribe, like the video, leave a comment on something you want me to do next, whether that's mental, whether that's, some training. I could do something like that, some training exercises that I find useful, that I've found useful in my professional career. You guys can positions that you guys want me to do, players you want me to do, whatever it is, comment. But most importantly, guys, as you know, make sure you share this with one teammate. My goal is to reach 1 million players. Please, please, please do your teammate and your teams a favor and send this to your teammate. Send it to your coach, and show them show them these ideas and see if they agree, if they disagree, whatever. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.